Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Some really exciting content. Q Medvedev winning Los Cabos. Medvedev won Los Cabos in style, winning in straight sets against Cam Norrie in a very entertaining tournament and final as well. Bageled him in the second set, but a very tight first set. And let's hear what Medvedev had to say at the press conference, where, of course, we were present. QualityShot Tennis was at Los Cabos. Q Medvedev's post-match press conference thoughts.
Are we starting? All right, go ahead, Sean.
Hi, Danny. Congratulations. Thanks from this newspaper. In Australia, you said that the little boy was dreaming of playing tennis. Was a little disappointed. How do you feel that little child now that you won a new title?
It's definitely still different. Like after Australia, I changed a little bit my perspective on just tennis itself on life, but in a good way, because every experience is a positive experience when you look back at it 1 year ago or in Australia half a year ago. So for sure, I started taking some people, some things around myself differently. I became different myself, started to just think differently about people thinking about me. Sorry, it's a little bit complicated, but I still dream of winning titles, still dream of playing good tennis. And of course, it's the first time this year, hopefully not the last one. Important tournament's coming, and I'm really happy about it, and I want to continue this way.
Okay, also in the second row.
And let's actually also have a listen to Elias, who did cover the tournament for us. Thank you to him. And we'll cue to his post-match review. He was there. He got some great pictures. We'll share it as well on the community tab. But just a quick review from him. And we'll also hear from a journalist from the Gringo Gazette, an American journalist, and talking about mainly, I guess, how Medvedev's consolidated his spot at world number 1. So he was recording live on site at Los Cabos.
Medvedev is a 2022 Alberto Mifel champion after dethroning Cameron Norrie in straight sets inside his final, 7-5, 6-love in an hour and 23 minutes. Daniil Medvedev served 5 aces and won 67% of his first serve points. The first set was extremely tight, actually staying on serve till 2-all, and then the following 3 games were breaks of serve before he was actually able to consolidate a break and serve out the first set. Winning that first set actually motivated him even higher, and he didn't drop a single game in the second set to win his 14th title and the first of his season. In his press conference, he actually mentioned that he actually changed his perspective on tennis after the Australian Open, and it actually seemed to do wonders for his game, and now he will really cement his place at the top of the ATP rankings as the clear favorite world number 1 heading into the US Open Hardcourt Series. Mexico, not dropping a single set, wins his 14th title, dethroning the defending champion Cameron Norrie.
It was incredible because let's remember the last title that Medvedev won was the US Open. He comes to Australia, the heavy favorite without Djokovic. Loses a gut-wrenching final to Nadal, a match that most people would say he should have won. After that, he meets up with Nadal again in Acapulco and becomes the world number 1. However, he leaves Acapulco losing to the eventual champion Nadal without a title. Coming into Los Cabos, the man had not won a title. He became number 1 here. So to cement his number 1 status by winning the title legitimizes him as the world number 1. No questions.
And Medvedev was saying that he had changed his perspective right after the Australian Open. What do you think that meant? Do you think maybe that helped his game a lot more going forward into the season too?
I agree. I think what he did, and he said in Australia, was that he was going to get more fit. What he learned from Nadal was that he had to improve his fitness. And that was the thing that I noticed this whole tournament. He looked like he didn't even sweat. Guys are looked like they jumped in a pool. This guy was as cool as a cucumber. As you said, didn't drop a set. Let's face it, he's the world number 1. He proved it tonight.
And now actually he'll actually be a number 1 until actually the Australian Open.
Until the US Open, yes.
So what are your thoughts thought? Do you think that he finished the season strong? What do you think? What are your predictions for the rest of the year?
Well, I think he's clearly the favorite to win the U.S. Open. He's defending his title, like Cam attempted tonight. There will be no Djokovic at the U.S. Open. We know that. Nadal's health is questionable. To be sure, Medvedev is the clear favorite, especially after this title.
And basically, now Nadal, no Djokovic, Medvedev now #1. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. And I'll tell you this much. To further add to your question, he will finish the year #1, which means even more than becoming #1. If you want to be the man, like Pete Sampras, you finish the year #1. And that's what he'll do.
Thank you so much. This is Elias Lorraine reporting for QualityShot Tennis.
Thank you so much for Elias for covering the event. We hope you guys enjoyed the coverage. We're hoping to get more access to events like this. It was a very exciting event, of course, and hopefully we can get not just these events, these really exciting events, by the way, 250s, but also 500s, Masters 1000 tournaments, Grand Slams, and other tournaments around it. We're really hoping to give you guys the best content possible. So thank you for tuning in. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and of course, do remember as well to check out our Patreon and memberships on YouTube, where you can support the channel even further. Thank you to everyone that is doing so. Genuinely, your guys' support is why we're in this position. We're able to do events like this. Thank you so much. And if you want to see more content from big events, then do consider contributing to the channel to help us grow. It is, I've built this from the ground up, this channel. And of course, we had Elias helping us out on this event as well. So thanks to him. But Medvedev proving himself to be #1, of course. And great to see him back in some top form. There were some top players, of course, in action. Cam Norrie, Felix Auger-Aliassime, Kecmanovic, some other players, of course, as well, Nakashima. But what I would say is this is a perfect tournament to get us start getting excited for the US Open coming up. And the US Open series is such an intriguing little avenue into the US Open. We've got, of course, the Canadian Open or Rogers Cup or National Bank Open, whatever you want to call it, coming up as well. Medvedev will be the favorite there as well. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you on the next